Welcome to Sportskeeda for the Hell in a Cell results. Here's what happened. In the pre-show, we saw Big E and Kofi Kingston of the New Day take on Rusev and Aiden English for their WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The New Day emerged victorious when Kofi Kingston hit Aiden English with a Trouble in Paradise as Big E distracted Rusev on the outside for the win. Grade C+. We kicked off the main show with a Hell in a Cell match between Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. This also showcased the debut of the new Red Cell. The match went back and forth with some brutal spots, including Randy Orton taking a screwdriver right through Jeff Hardy's ear. And eventually, Hardy sets up Orton on the table and climbs up the ladder to hit the Swanton Bomb. But Orton moves out of the way and Jeff crashes through the table. Orton makes the cover and wins the match by pinfall. Grade B+. Next up, we have Becky Lynch taking on Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte speared Becky Lynch, but Becky reverses it into a pinfall. Becky Lynch wins and is the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Grade B+. Up next, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose challenge Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. Seth Rollins attempts to perfect Falcon's arrow move on Ziggler when McIntyre re-enters the ring, hits Rollins in the face with a claymore as he was lifting Ziggler in the air. Ziggler falls on top of Rollins as the referee counted 3. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre win and are still WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. Grade A-. Right after, we have AJ Styles taking on Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship. The match saw a controversial finish as AJ Styles went for a phenomenal forearm, but was countered by Joe with a clothesline clutch. AJ tried and failed to reach the ropes, but flipped himself over instead and pinned Joe when he was still holding onto the clutch. AJ tapped, but it was after the pin. AJ Styles remains the WWE Champion, Grade A-. We then have Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus The Miz and Maris in a mixed tag team match. Brie Bella hits Maris and sends her into The Miz, who falls out of the ring. She pins Maris, but Maris reverses and picks up the quick and easy pin for the 3 count. Grade C-. Next up, Alexa Bliss takes on Ronda Rousey for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Alexa and Ronda hit each other with crossbodies, and both women are down. Rousey hits a judo throw and the big drop and locks in the armbar for the win. Ronda Rousey wins by submission and retains the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Grade B+. Finally, the main event, with Braun Strowman cashes in his Money in the Bank to challenge Roman Reigns to the WWE Universal Championship. This match went back and forth, with both men putting in power moves and finishers with neither getting the pin count. Roman spears Braun to a table. The Shield and the Dogs of War squared off on the outside as Ziggler climbs up the cell and Rollins follow him up when the two men fought. They're joined by Drew McIntyre and Dean Ambrose as all 4 men fight on top of the cell. Ziggler and Rollins eventually fall and the announcer, but surprise! Brock Lesnar's music hits. He breaks the cage door down and comes into the cage. Paul Heyman accompanies him and sprays special guest referee Mick Foley in the face. Brock Lesnar hits an F5 on Strowman. Then he hits an F5 on Reigns and then drops it on top of Strowman. Brock leaves and the match is ruled a no contest. Grade C+.